What's going on, everybody? This is DJ Recipe here, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about these realistic Minimus 7 speakers. These are a classic, cult classic from Realistic, and I love these speakers. They came in the walnut finish is what you see here, and they also came in black, silver, and white. They were paired for certain realistic receivers, and they're just great bookshelf speakers that kind of held up over the time. They're really well built, and these are a huge favorite of mine. So I picked these up on the buy and sell, and they were extremely cheap. They were only $10. They usually go for around 30 to $40 in pretty decent condition. But I thought a $10 set is a steal, so I went to go pick it up. I was in a rush, and I didn't really thoroughly check it through. I looked at the foam surrounds, and they looked pretty good. The tweeters didn't look like they had any damage on them, so I picked them up. But as I came home and I hooked them up, one side wasn't working properly, so I thought maybe my channel on my amp was bad. I switched it to the other side, and sure enough, the woofer on one of them is bad. So I'm just gonna go over some tips here and what to look for when you're buying speakers. And I'm also going to be upgrading the woofers on these in this video, so stay tuned for that. I'll show you where I bought them, what model I used, and we can have a look inside. This is a fun little project, so let's get into it. So the first thing I will look at is the foam surround. There's no rips or tears, and they had some pretty good bounce to them. The tweeters were okay. There's no damage, so there's no real way to really check the tweeter or the speaker unless you hook it up to an amp. Sometimes the sellers don't have that, so with the tweeters you're kind of taking a risk, but with the woofers you can do a test here. So one way to do it is to press down on the woofer, and if you don't hear any kind of scratching or noise, then they're in usually pretty good condition. So I'm just going to put the mic up to it so you can hear the difference. No sound there. That one's a little scratchy. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but another thing you can do too is tap it. That one seems to be fine. You can kind of hear a rattle in there. You can hear the difference in the the tone of the speaker too. This one has like a kind of more of like a drum sound to it, and this one's kind of like a paper sound. I would so that right there tells me that the coil is bad. Even when I press on it, you can hear some scratchy noises. So let's try to see if we can hear that again. So yeah, that right there tells me that the coil is bad. So this one sounds okay, but I decided to look into this and see if there's a drop-in replacement for this. A lot of the guys at Audio Karma have already looked into this, and there is a specific model. There's actually a couple options that you can use for this. So I went ahead and I unscrewed this woofer. So basically there's just 4 screws here, and you pop it right out, and there's plugs for the speakers, the terminals that you just unplug. Just be careful, sometimes the wire inside is a little short. So I'm gonna pop that off, and I'll show you guys what it looks like inside. All right, so now that I've actually already have the screws off, so I'm just gonna pull this off, and so you guys can see what's underneath. This is upside down because I already pulled it out, but basically there's 2 wires in here that were attached, and it's a black wire and a yellow wire, which is It's these two here. So you got your positive and negative. They were connected right here. I would just, when you're pulling them off, use the needle nose pliers and just kind of gently pry it. Just be careful you don't disconnect these connections here. This speaker is a 4-inch 8-ohm speaker. It's a mid-bass woofer, not a full range, so just be mindful of that when you're ordering. And this one's definitely damaged. I can show you how to test this on a multimeter so you're getting the right ohms rating. They had some very nice insulation in here, and it's lasted pretty good. The crossover is down here. You have air core inductor, and you also have 4.7 50 volt capacitor. It's a bipolar. It's that gray one down there. So I've actually ordered a film capacitor to upgrade this. It's a hi-fi capacitor that's I've heard is a pretty good upgrade for that. So we're going to be doing that later, but for this video we're just going to be swapping the woofer. The tweeter is connected here too, so if you are upgrading the crossover, you'll have to disconnect that. You can unscrew these 4 screws here. This is a mounting plate. It's metal. It's pretty sturdy. So let's get the multimeter out and I'll show you how to test the speaker. Right, so I've got my multimeter here. It's a cheap one. Anyone will do pretty much, if as long as it's got the ohm selection on there, you should be fine. I set it to the so the ohm is the upside down horseshoe that's there, and I set it to the 200 setting because that's the one that reads properly when I connect it. So this is the old speaker and this is the new drop-in replacement. This is a shielded speaker replacement. It's model number 55-1853. It's I ordered it from a website called Newark. I'm in Canada, so that's it was a pretty affordable speaker for the price, and the specs on it is it's got a rubber surround. It's stamped steel basket. Obviously, it's a 1-inch copper voice coil. Power capacity is 20 watts, 40 watts RMS peak. Sensitivity is 86 dB. Impedance is 8 ohms, which matches the stock speaker. So the size seems to be very similar, and I'm very happy with this. I actually ordered this yesterday, and I shit you not, it came today. Their shipping is very fast, and I was actually surprised. So the frequency response range on this is 50 hertz to 17 hertz. So let's get this hooked up and we'll see how this did. So if you guys are wanting to order this as a replacement, I can put it into the video description, and you can order the same one if you guys are going to go that route. So the magnet on there is a little bit bigger, so I'm hoping everything fits when I connect it, but this actually seems like a pretty decent quality compared to this. I like how the rubber surround is recessed below, so if you like to keep your cabinets open without the grill, you know, it's protected a little bit better. So yeah, so you've got this set to your ohm setting. I'm going to connect the positive and negative to the terminals here, and if the speaker is good, you should see a rating close to what the ohms of the speaker rating is, and there's nothing happening there. Let's switch it around just in case I had the positive and negative the wrong side. No, nothing. Okay, so we're going to hook this up to the new speaker, and there you go, 7.3, 7.2. That's fantastic because this is an 8 ohm speaker, and you know that that's pretty close to that. So yeah, so the negative and positive are this way. There you go, 7.2, 7.3. So definitely this woofer is bad. We're gonna install this one, and we'll see how it goes. All right, everybody. So we're back. I got the new woofer hooked up. It It's a little tight in there, to be honest, but it fit pretty good. And I just had to bend back the connectors a little bit, but they did fit pretty good. And I had to open up one of the connectors a little bit because the old previous stock woofer, the pins are both the same size, whereas the new woofer, it has a smaller pin and a bigger pin for the positive. So we're gonna do a little quick test right now, and it's hooked up to an appropriate receiver, which is the Realistic STA 740. For those of you who haven't checked this out, I did a review on this, or a demo on this unit. It's pretty neat, so check that out if you can. So I've got a bass track here from YouTube, and I've turned the treble all the way down on the amp, and I've set the volume to where one of the woofers were maxing out. I'm not going to tell you which one yet, but we'll check that in a second. And I've turned the bass all the way up. The loudness is off, so it's not affecting any kind of equalization there. So yeah, let's go ahead and play this. I'm going to play the stock one first, and turn that. I got that connected to the right and this one to the left channel. So let's go ahead, and just gotta unlock my other phone here. So okay, perfect. So like, let's play this existing one first and see how it does. That's maxing out at volume 4. You can hear the distortion already. So let's switch it over to the new one. Much cleaner sound. Back to the original. Back to the new one. All right, so it's pretty clear that we have a winner here, which is the new replacement. And guys, if you interested in here, oh, one thing I did want to say is that this is not 100% accurate, because I don't know the condition and how old of this old woofer was. I did do a frequency test on the multimeter, ohm rating test, and it was pretty similar to the new one. So this is an older speaker, and considering this is a new one, it's definitely needed an upgrade. So I'm going to be changing this one as well, and eventually I'm going to be upgrading the capacitors in there to a new film capacitor. So I'll post another video for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have a pair of Minimus speakers, I hope that you can upgrade them as well. There is a sale on the Newark website where I picked these up. Believe it or not, I got these for $11.99, and the shipping was about $10, $11 or whatever. And both the new woofers shipped were $40, so it showed up the next day. I'm definitely happy with that purchase. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get a lot more life out of these Minimus speakers, and if you guys have those too, I hope you guys can do the same. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this video. I'll be posting more videos like this. Thank you.